Welcome back, most subscribers. Today we're talking about one of the most versatile lenses I've used in a long time, the Thypoch 28mm F1.4.
This is the Macro Marvin channel, where he'll share his passion for photography, videography, watches, cats, cars, and much more. Enjoy and thank you for watching.
I've been waiting a long time to make these videos. I have all three Thypoch lenses and I want to make one video for each lens because they're all very different. The build quality, the look, the feel, they're just very encouraging to use. And the versatility when you use them in an end mount is just amazing. I'm using them on Leica SL, I'm using it on Sony, I'm using it on Fuji. It's just, I'm getting to triple dip on the same lenses and getting the same quality. Just awesome looks with these three lenses that are just awesome builds, just great lenses to have. I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm just gonna get into the images. I took the lens to Disneyland, a California adventure, and it just stuck to the 28 for the entire day. And this is what I got. I am very happy with this lens. Manually focusing, I have experience in it. I've used a variety of vintage lenses, even modern lenses like the Nikons and all that thing. It's not really an issue nowadays because we have focus peaking, we have magnification, we have so many tools now to use to make manually focusing so much easier. These lenses just feel great. I know a lot of people have complained about the infinity lock. I've actually been using that so much, not for the locking purposes, but to hold on to the lens and quickly shift the focus. Instead of turning my wrist, I'm just moving it like this. And I've noticed such a difference in the speed of being able to manually focus. So as much as I love the 51.4, it does not include that. And I actually was kind of sad it didn't include it because I got so used to using that little lever from the locking mechanism to focus a lot faster than I usually have when I'm twisting my hand. Big picture, I love the lens. I love the colors that are coming out of it. The fact that they're so comparable to Leica quality lenses, maybe not in the build 100%, of course not in the coatings. The formulas are up there in my opinion. The look that you're getting out of these lenses makes me want to pick them up more, use them more. They feel great in the hand, they're compact. I know we've all gone from bigger lenses to smaller lenses to bigger lenses. I feel like this just hits that mark of being light, compact. I'm able to throw in all three in a bag and just, it doesn't take a lot of space and you just are encouraged to use them because they just feel right. And I know I'm being very abstract, but if you haven't had a chance to test them out, I just highly recommend them. I'm loving the images I'm getting out of these. In combination with the Sony, I have to make a separate video where I've used this lens just on Sony or I've used it just on Fuji. This particular trip I used the SL2. I just wanted to try it out, see what I got. The colors are just great. The separation is great. A 28 1.4 is just beautiful for documentary, for everyday life. You get the width and you get the separation. It's a good balance between both. Coming from having like a Q2, I did love that camera. Unfortunately, I sold it because I just felt limited in wanting to do more than just 28. This lens brought me right back to that experience when I first had the Q2 and loving it so much. But of course, because it's interchangeable, I'm not stuck to 28. I can go to 35, I can go to 50, depending on the situation. But if I wanted to pick 28 for a day and experience that Q2 style that I used to have, or that experience, I had it right there with the benefit of even more separation because it's a 1.4 versus 1.7 and still nothing to be ashamed of. This lens is just so good. It's its own thing. It's not a copycat. Feels great, has a vintage aspect, a feel to it. 28 1.4 is just amazing. And I know a lot of companies are not making that focal length with that f-stop. I know Sigma made it at one point with autofocus. That thing is huge. Even the Leica ones with autofocus are huge. At some point we had 28 F2 or like Viltrox 28 1.8, another good option. The compactness, the usefulness of that width for documentary work, everyday life is just awesome. And I can't say I struggle at all. I think I was able to focus so fast with this manually focusing lens. Is actually shocking to me, because like I said, usually I'm twisting my hand or my wrist with other lenses. I do have to do that with the 51.4, and I'll get into that on a different video. But the 28 and the 35, I just adapted to using the focus locking mechanism to focus a lot faster, using magnification and focus peaking. Just awesome experience. And of course it takes practice. Like, you have to predict where your subjects are moving if you're getting subjects that are moving, whether it's away from you or towards you. So you really do have to take time with these type of lenses to know which direction you need to go, whether they're going away from you or towards you. That does help a lot in capturing action shots. But for the most part, it's just, I feel like that lens helped me capture what a day at Disney was like, and just observing like the neat decorations and buildings that they have. It just felt like the perfect storytelling lens to show you what I was experiencing or seeing that caught my eye. I know whereas like a 35 or a 50 might be a little bit more narrow, the 28 really did like bring it all in without being too wide. But at the same time, when I wanted that separation, it was there. And it looks just so vintage, cinematic. Like, I just love the colors and the look I'm getting out of it. So I hope you enjoyed the samples. I also had a couple of video samples that I'm throwing in here. That was just an experiment. I'll probably do more with that later. But I will come back to review the 35 and the 50. And I think my style, not so much a review, more of like experience using it. I love the lens. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have a chance to try these out, I know it's kind of hyped right now because they're everywhere. And all the Leica users and everyone that's adapting are like, use these lenses, use these lenses. I think these are well deserving of that attention. A lot of times you get the product that's been hyped up and you're kind of disappointed, or kind of dies off after a little bit. These are actually really good, and it's awesome to have all three. Very similar sizing. I think they're all the same size. Same filter thread, just compact 1.4 lenses that it's kind of rare now because lenses are getting bigger. And even when they have made them a little bit more compact, they're just never going to be as small as a manually focusing lens can be. So check them out, and I hope you enjoyed this video.